Hi all, John Griffith here to talk to you about the fast and destructive wildfires in the United States puzzle piece, specifically the CODAP portion. I'm sharing my screen here. As you all are familiar with at this point, we've got some information about the data set, how to play with CODAP with some bullet points, but wanted to dive right into the analytical tool to show you some of the things that I learned. One thing you can see the screen here, it's quite small. You can modify the interactive in the window, but I would encourage you to use this go full screen button at the bottom to then start playing with the data. Some of the things I've learned, again, I'm not the developer. I'm still learning like you all are. But we're looking here at the table that has the fire speed and impacts to human and landscapes variables included. It's got 4,988 rows of data. Shows the year of these fire events, the size of these fires in acres, the fire speed, structures destroyed, structures threatened, management costs, land cover types. You can see I've included the map down here. I can exit out of that and show you how I opened that up by clicking on this map icon. Each of these fire events shows up. Similarly, if I do lose, for example, the graph that was provided, I can simply click on this graph icon and it will pop up again. You'll see that I'll need to pre-populate it. These dots right now just represent the 4,988 cases that we need to tell this graph how we want them to organize it. So I'll just click and drag, let's say year. You can see when these different fire events took place. We're looking at a 2012 to 2020 data set. We can look at fire size by year. These are, you can see numeric variables, numbers in the table. If I pull the land cover variable over, this is a categorical variable. You can see they show up in different colors on the graph. These colors showing up a little small at the bottom. You can see the fire size by year and these different land cover types. One of the things that's particularly interesting about this, I'm going to pull fire speed over and replace it on the x-axis here. We can see fire speed and fire size in that relationship. The faster the fire, the larger they tend to be, and we can see how they show up in these different land cover types. Something that's really cool is we can highlight different points on the graph and see where they are geographically on the map. So I'm just going to click and drag and draw a rectangle around some of these points, and I can see where they're occurring in the United States. We'll pull over one thing I noticed too, I'm pulling over structures destroyed here. I'm going to click on the graph to just remove those highlighted points. And there's one really anomalous point. I can click on the point and it'll show me where it is in the table here. This 2018 fire in California, it shows up on the map. There were 18,800 structures destroyed in that fire. It prevents me, right? It's such an anomalous point. I can't see some of the trends in the graph from the other points. So you can see my hand here on the y-axis. I can drag and change the intervals, the scale, what I'm seeing here. So I can get a better sense of what the relationships are between fire speed and the number of structures destroyed. Looking at land cover type, like there's this trend, the faster the fire, the more structures that are destroyed. Shows up for a lot of land cover types, but grasslands, maybe not so much. I can click on this grassland variable in the legend and go to this eye icon, and I can hide those selected cases. So I'm going to hide all the grassland points, which are showing up on the map too, which is pretty cool. I'm going to hide these cases. I can hide this data point too, this anomalous point. I got to go back, play with the axis. But then I really see this trend here of faster fires, more structures destroyed. Um, you can also do some things like I could sort the table just like you would in Excel. I'm going to sort these fires by descending. So fastest fires are showing up at the top. I could sort any of these columns the same way. This map is just such a cool tool. If I want to look at like the fastest 20 fires, I can select all of these points in the table. This is the top 19 fires. I could see where they occurred. If I look at land cover, it looks like a lot of them are at grasslands. Another cool thing I just learned, you can drag these land cover types onto the map too. So I could see where these different fires have taken place. If we go back, we'll highlight the top 20 fastest fires. Again, I sorted this table by fire speed. It shows me where they are geographically and what land cover types they're taking place. So lots of really interesting ways to play with and explore these data sets. You can make multiple graphs. I'm going to click this icon again. I got structures, fire speed, and structures destroyed. I'm going to click out so I don't see all these points. Fire speed, drag it over here. And we can do structures threatened. Again, I really like this land cover categorical variable. I can drag it into the center of the window rather than the X or Y axis, and it'll show up with that land cover legend at the bottom. And again, just lots of different ways to play with it. Structures destroyed, structures threatened. The graphs look similar. Estimated management costs. So yeah, these are some of the tricks that I've learned in playing with this data set. Lots of questions that come up when playing with the data. And so I hope you enjoy this experience as well. Go play.